if you start here, when you're going to start them, there's a gate back here that blocks them. And that's for the block is for if you're vaccinating cattle and you don't want anything to back out by accident. So this gate will be open. It's shut when you start. And if you open it now, the cattle are going to come in. And so the cattle are standing down there, and if they come in, we bring don't put too many in the pen. I can't stress enough that if you bring 10, you won't work. Bring 5 or 6. And don't crowd them if you don't have to, because they're going to find the hole and go in on their own. And you can close it up a little to restrict them and stuff. But once they're started in there, and you've got them enough in the alley to work, then go get some more. They're in there, they're not going to back out. There's a crowd alley stop there that stops them. Go get 4 or 5 more, but never bring too many. This latch, when it's going in, stops it from coming back. So go get a few, bring 4 or 5 and keep going. Usually you have enough time when you bring 4 or 5 at a time to go get more before they've used up all the cattle in the alleys. Come on, away you go. Hey boys. Hey boys. Hey boys. Come on guys. There you go. Hi, hi. The cattle walk in, and this alley stop, they walk under it, and it catches behind them so they can't back out. So those ones that you're bringing will still be in there, not out here. This alley is adjustable in width because there is a slide panel right here. When you have things on a curve and you want to change the length of one of them, you have to have some slack in it, and it's right there. So your cattle are coming along. And the magic of this system is a block door that's right here. The cattle have a blind spot. They stop. As soon as that door opens, they usually walk ahead. This is the palpation cage, so you've got one in here and everything else is stopped. This palpation cage is sitting like this. As soon as you open it, without the block door, you have to push this rod all the way through so you've got something so that the other cow isn't running over you while you're in behind doing whatever you're going to do. Most guys don't latch it there. They latch it there. It's quicker and easier to get in if they can just push it open. And it really works well with that block door there because you don't have to latch it. So once your animal is in there, if that tailgate isn't in use and you're doing a bull or a cow that won't go in there, there's a spot here to put a bar through. So you can put a bar in there or anywhere along here to keep them from backing out that far. Most guys have a bar laying here somewhere where they can pick up when they need it. And if you're preg testing, lots of times when we preg test, we don't catch their head unless we have to read a tag or do something to them. So if they walk in far enough to get that bar behind them, it's real easy. It's less stress on the cow. They're happy to come back next year because they were here and they weren't beat on or trapped or restricted in any form. That bar is pretty handy. I would suggest that anybody who owns one of these should have a bar here close. Because there's lots of room back here. If you're not using that tailgate, there's lots of room here for them to run back and forth, and you want to take that away if you can. Okay, on the head gate, this is a manual head gate. So you set it so that they can get their head through, and when they come through, they usually catch themselves. Once they're in there, you can squeeze them from here. That squeezes and restricts this cow from fighting in the chute. You can open some of these doors, any one of which there's a double door. There's a single door anywhere you want in here. And the same on the other side for branding or getting at the critter some way. If you want to vaccinate in their neck and they didn't get caught in there, their head's pulled back, their ears are here, this door opens and you can inject in there. If you don't want this here, you can take that door out, move it back here, and this little door will go ahead. You can put these big doors wherever you want them. And if you're trimming feet or you got to nurse a calf or you got to deal with underneath, this door is made to swing open either side so you can get at your feet. Walk up. Walk up. Get up. Now Jordy's going to let her come forward. Okay, now we've got a pair with a calf. You open your gate. We'll open this one and we'll just let her go across the alley. Simple as that.